Welcome back. A Republican gubernatorial candidate taking a page right from the president's playbook. Assemblyman Travis Allen rallying California voters near the Mexico border.
I have watched this border behind me get violated time after time after time, thanks to the lawless open border policies of Jerry Brown and the California Democrats. Build that wall!
Build that wall! Build that wall!
So will this message help send him through the primary next week? The California candidate joins us live this morning. Travis, thank you for joining us. So let's start with, what was the reaction to your rally?
You know, it was huge. You got to take a look at California right now. One of the hottest issues is these open borders of the California Democrats and the illegal sanctuary state. Californians don't agree with it. They don't agree with the concept that, you know, we don't know who's coming in to our border. When we say we need to secure that border and build that wall, it's for a very simple reason. You know, when you leave your house in the morning, you lock your front door. When you leave your car, you lock your car. So why wouldn't we secure the border so we know who's coming into our country, know that they're vetted first? And by the way, we got to get rid of this illegal sanctuary state. The concept that people that came here illegally, they're now committing crimes while they're here, being sheltered with our taxpayer dollars, is something that no Californian agrees with.
And we've seen a number of communities rallying against the sanctuary status. If we can look at some of the poll numbers here really quick, sir, and show people what what it's looking like right now. You've got Gavin Newsom, who used to be the mayor of San Francisco. He's clearly in the lead. Now, the top two candidates, no matter what party, are going to get through next week. Behind him, it's a race between Villaraigosa and then John Cox, who is the only other Republican that looks like he has a chance. And then you're at 11%. Conventional wisdom says if any Republican has a chance in this race, it's going to be somebody moderate. That's not you. What do you think your odds are?
Actually, I'll tell you right now, not only will I be in the top two in the primary, I'm going to win the general election. And here's why. Look, John Cox is from Chicago. He has lost every single political race he's ever run in. He ran for President of the United States, U.S. Senate, U.S. Congress twice, even county clerk recorder in his home state of Illinois, and lost every single time. You know, we talked about border security a moment ago. This is one of the hottest issues. This guy is flip-flop on that. So earlier this year, he told Univision he wasn't in favor of the wall. When he ran for president, he said he parted company with people that want to build a wall. And when he wrote a book in 2006, he said he wasn't for the wall. Now he wants to say he's for the wall. So California Republicans really they're not fooled by this. What California Republicans want is not another governor like an Arnold Schwarzenegger. They don't want another failed Meg Whitman or Neil Kashkari. They want another Ronald Reagan, a strong, principled conservative that actually has a clear vision for how to lead California and make this once again the greatest state in the nation.
So I'm just going to play devil's advocate here for a second, because as we've heard for months now, if not longer than that, there are some people in the country who do not believe in building this wall. You have the sanctuary cities in California. You have Jerry Brown and his message. So how do you feel confident enough that you're going to get enough of those votes, that enough people want to follow that message?
Well, look, it's very simple. You know, I grew up in Chula Vista, which is 5 minutes from the border, born in San Diego. So I know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, when you take a look at the border, it doesn't make any sense not to have a fence and a wall. Clearly, we need a way where we can, you know, vet who's coming into the country. Nobody wants to have people coming into the country that we don't know anything about. And this concept that, you know, MS-13 gang members are now hiding in, you know, refugee seekers, this is absolute nonsense. There's a real problem in California at this border. And then it gets worse, because once they've already come to the state, you know, most of the people really just try to lead a good life and keep themselves out of trouble. But there are some, and this is that sanctuary state concept again, which I have led the fight against. Last year, I had legislation to defund every sanctuary jurisdiction. In January of this year, I was on Fox News actually telling Trump and Sessions to come to California and sue California, which they just did last month. And what this is about, this is not about someone's grandmother sitting on a couch. This is about someone who came to the state illegally, that is committing crimes while they're here. And you only got to hear about the story of Kate Steinle once, the girl that, you know, got shot in the back by someone who had been deported 5 times and was a 7-time felon, to understand that we do not want to be a sanctuary state in California.
It's definitely interesting to see what's going on in California, that's for sure.
And there are Republicans in California. We'll see if we can get them out to vote, Mr. Allen, if you can pull that off. Thank you so much, sir, for your time.
So, yeah, and really quick before I leave, it's very important to understand California has more Republicans than any other state. And in 2014, Jerry Brown got elected with 4.3 million votes. Donald Trump just got 4.4 million votes in California. All we got to do is turn out the Trump voters. And I'll tell you right now, Travis Allen will be your next governor of California.
Well, we will be watching. Thank you.
Thank you.